Good afternoon, everybody. It's July the 23rd, 2021, and it's episode 86. I'm Marie.
I'm Dominique. Get rid of that stupid message that pops on my screen every week that I forget about.
And we're here. Oh, look, I pressed the wrong thing on my iPad.
We're here. And, well, what is the answer? Which was Marie was about to say, and then I interrupted with the message that keeps popping up.
So, hello, everybody. Hope you're all okay. Hi, Jane.
Episode 86.
Oh, I know. I mean, it is just whizzing by, isn't it? Absolutely whizzing by. I can't believe it's nearly August.
I know.
I mean, that's weird in itself, the fact that we're nearly in August. Soon
Yeah.
Christmas, Dominique.
What?
It will soon be Christmas.
Months, and then we're Christmas Eve. It's the 23rd today. Oh,
are you happy that the weather's cooler?
Oh my God, so much happier. So much happier. To the point where my alarm went off at 2:45 because at 2:15 I just hit a brick wall and had to go and lay on the bed and have 20 minutes. So I set my alarm to wake me up. And I couldn't have done that. So, yes.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, it's just so much more bearable.
Yes, it is a bit more bearable, I must admit. But it's nice to have a breeze, although I'm quite lucky because if I open the doors at the front and the back, down the corridor, I get a lovely breeze, but you have to stand in the middle of the corridor. So I really just need to have a seat there sometimes because it's really, really quite pleasant. Although last night I was sat outside till quite late, knitting with my blanket on. And me little light.
I did. I went out because it not cooled down till, well, I didn't go out until about 9:30, and I was still walking in shorts and a vest, and it was still too warm for me, but it definitely cooled down. I went out this morning, and there was drizzle in the air, and I was like, oh, let me just stand.
I know, because I'd left the cushions out on the sofas, so I thought, oh, flipping heck, I better put the covers on. I thought, oh, it's slightly raining.
It was just moisture in the air rather than rain, wasn't it? Yes.
Hello, everybody from all corners of the world. It's nice to see you joining us. But I mean, I may have to tell a little story that happened yesterday, which was quite amusing because I put the hashtags and I thought people would be wondering what on earth was going on. Well, it was quite amusing. I thought an order came in. I know what I'll do. I'll nip up and do it. Save Dominique. She's at work.
Sue's here. Sue, do not feel guilty about this.
Oh, no, do not feel guilty about it because I thought I'll go and do it. You know, the weather's nice, it'll get dried and then it can be sorted. I'll go and do a good deed. Dominique's at work. So off I pootle in 5,000,000 degree heat. Not a problem again. Thought, perfect, I'll get up there, get to Dominique's. I'll go and open the shed because the shed might be a little bit warm.
Yes.
So as I approached the back garden of Dominique's house and thought I'll open the shed, I turned to look at the house and I thought, should that back door really be open? Because I know Dominique's at work.
That was the picture I got sent at work.
So I sent a little message and said, Dominique, should your door actually be open? Or have you been burgled? So Dominique said, well, just check if the telly's there. So in I went. Thankfully, she hadn't been burgled. She'd just been a little bit lax with the security.
I mean, that is par for the course for me. But I was so hot on Wednesday night and I knit a natter. And I have to get to like 8:30, 8:45. I have to go and shut everything up so the moths don't get in. And I'd not physically checked that door. I just looked and thought, oh, it's shut. I don't need to do anything. But it obviously just pulled itself shut, but not on the latch. So as the breeze got it, it just opened.
Well, the funniest thing was, it wasn't really the telly she was worried about. It was the fact that she'd actually been in the house at night with a door open, potential moth gate. I mean, there could have been like 55 moths in there, you know, reproducing. I mean, it could have just been a nightmare. So anyway, that wasn't a problem. So I giggled to myself, went and got the wool, came out and thought, right, I'll go to the shed. tried the key in the shed lock. The lock wouldn't open in the shed. By this time, you go get your accoutrements.
Yes.
By this time, it was really quite warm, and Dominique's garden is full south facing. So there I am. Right, well, this can't be difficult. So I jiggled and jiggled the lock. I hit the lock a few times, as you do, because we all know if you hit things, they usually start working, don't they? Anyway, so I then thought, right, maybe it's got too hot. I'll get some cold water. So there I am with Dominique's nice Emma Bridgewater mug underneath the lock, trying to wait for it to cool down. In amongst this, I'm texting Dominique, going, no, you haven't been burgled, just you. By the way, I can't get in the shed. I know where there's another key, so off I left the cup dripping, went and got the other key, tried the other key. Nothing. It would not budge. Right, what else can I try? I know it might have just jammed up. I'll go and get a bit of fairy liquid type stuff, liquid soap. Put that on the key, try to do that. No. Hit it a few more times, because again, hitting, it does work sometimes. No. So then I spy in the corner Dominique's garden fork. What I could do is put the garden fork in behind the hasp and like prise it off the shed, removing the lock as one, but being able to gain access. I mean, how I wasn't, you know, if a neighbour had been watching, how I wasn't arrested, I mean, I don't know. So I'm there sweating buckets with this garden fork. And as I'm doing it, I thought, this could go horribly wrong. What I need to do is phone my superhero friend. So I did. And I'll let you continue the rest of the story.
Fortunately, I was at work.
Dominique was at work. Emergency phone call to work.
No man that can.
But the best thing is, to me, Dominique said, I'll just go and get some bolt cutters. Did anyone query why you wanted a set of bolt cutters?
Oh, they did. I did tell them. I had to tell them. Fortunately, I know a man who does all the method of entry for the force, and I am trained. So
in rapid entry.
There we go.
So we had to. Then Dominique came. Bless her.
I mean, the lock was about this big.
Okay. So the in comes Dominique with the big bolt cutters, hacks the lock in half, and in we go. And then the wall was dyed and everything was absolutely fine. But it was hilarious that, you know, everybody else...
left my air-conditioned office, went to headquarters, borrowed some bolt cutters, and then had to work from home for the last couple of hours. Oh, my God. The emails I sent, the work I did for the last 2 hours yesterday, if it makes sense, because I just got hotter and hotter. But we're in, and I'm just waiting for a man to deliver the padlock. Then we're secure again.
I think I would have got in with the garden fork. I do think I would have got in. But I do think we would have needed wood replacing around the... and I'm thinking, where's your little Billy burglar shed thief when you need him? Do you know what I mean? Where was he?
I think we might have needed a new door and a new lock. Instead of it costing us a padlock, it'd have cost us quite a bit more, I think.
But I was just getting more and more mad, and I was just thinking, I will get in this bloody thing. I did look at the window because I thought I could have probably got in the window, but you know you can get into windows with those sort of locks because you just bash them, don't you? And it bounces it. So I did think that, but then I thought, it's going to look even more suspicious me trying to climb through the window of the shed. And then I thought, I'll get stuck because it's where the tap is, isn't it? And then I had all this horror of me half hanging out and thinking, now what do I do?
Yeah.
It worked.
And that's been, that's had sealant on it where the drip was. So that would have prevented you bumping it open, I think. But, so the jumper will look stunning. Yeah. And you'll be able to think of that every time you wear it and while you're knitting on it.
It could have been so much worse where really it worked out quite well, didn't it? It was, you came to the rescue in a very short space of time.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. There's not many people could get themselves hold of a massive pair of industrial sized bolt croppers that will get through any drugs den to just get into our little shed, wouldn't there?
Perfect.
So that was the little drama. But honestly, by the end of it, Dominique was in the house working, and I went in, and by that time, I just got too hot. I just completely overheated. The bar had come off. I was just nothing. My head. Oh God, it was hilarious. Anyway.
Yes, but you know, they're the lengths we go to get your wool to you.
Nothing was going to stop us, was it? Nothing.
But what's going to make this even better, Sue, is if you decide not to cast this on for about 3 months, and then it could have waited. No, I'd like to see.
I did say it's. I'm not in a rush with it, and I thought, no, it's a nice sunny day. I'll go and get it done. It'll only take me 20 minutes. That's all it'll do. I knew the dye was mixed. It'll take me 20 minutes. I'll be in. I'll be out. I'll be home. We know what happened there, don't we? Anyway, it was amusing. Your neighbours must have just thought I was some sort of lunatic because I was blinded.
One of them's out at work all day. The other lady is like in her 80s, so probably
the ones at the back. They were in the garden. They were banging away at something.
Yeah, well, they bang all day, and then they have loud music all the time. So stuff them.
I don't know what they were doing, but she kept banging something and kept saying, "It's still not going in." So she just kept banging it. I'm thinking, do you want me to come round and use this fork? Because that'll get it in.
Pencil unit that's blocked, because that's all I can hear. Oh, they've got a waste. Oh, they're not the most considerate neighbours. So,
oh well, I was good then yesterday because I was really inconsiderate as well because I was effing and blinding in your garden.
Good, because I normally creep around in my headphones trying not to disturb them. So good.
Well, I did disturb them. So if you need anything else, I can go around and do it if you want. I can get a brass band round there. Anyway, after that.
Oh, bless her, Sue said she's promised she'll cast it on the minute it arrives. Sue, don't rush. But if you are going to cast it on, I do expect it knit in the same amount of time that it took Helen, and that was done within a. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to knit a jumper in a week.
I know, and it was beautiful. It looked really, really nice.
I don't expect that, Sue.
No.
Knit a jumper at the same time as me in about 6 months.
Well, talking of jumpers and Helen, I mean, we like a link, as we say. We like a link. I mean, were you impressed with my photo I put on?
Yes. I'm thinking.
Done.
Yes.
I mean, it needs to go. It needs writing down or something, doesn't it? It needs to have like a day named after me.
I tell you what, done. You need a book to write everything in, and you can write it down.
I do, but I mean, it's not going to happen, is it? I've done a swatch for my Nona jumper. Kath and Helen, Kath of Wensleydale Longwool Sheep Shop, I mean the longest named shop in the world, told me I needed to do one. I'm like, oh, don't be ridiculous. I don't need to do one. You don't.
Well, I mean, one, let's get this right. You're not swatching for fit, which is what people swatch for. You're swatching because you've gone off people's colours.
Yes, I've chosen a different colour for the Nona jumper. And that's the one, if you saw the photos, it's the one I tried on at the retreat. So I wanted something bright. So I did have to just do my colours. Although I just went with my colours. So I only did one swatch. If that makes sense. So I could have just knit it. Come on. But no, I did as I was told.
Yeah. And are you happy with them?
Yeah, of course I am. I knew I wanted this bit pink, green and yellow. And then the other bits just, they just go in. So
where's the yellow?
Pardon?
Where's the yellow?
There.
Yes. Yeah, you couldn't see it. Yes.
So that's so I swatched that, and this is the beautiful wool. So I'm doing it in the, I don't know what the colour's actually called. It's shade 652. It's all in 4-ply. But look at the sheen on that. It's like a petrol peacock colour.
It is. I'll find it for
and
you.
then I've got my bag of colours. So I've got all my bag of colours ready. I mean, but I didn't need to do it because I just did my colours. So
fair while they do. We've said this before, haven't we? With some of our shawls, but anything you pick them up, you put them together when they're in balls or cakes, and you think fantastic. You start knitting with them, and it doesn't look right. So to do it for a jumper like that, you've saved yourself.
I have, but
Definitely saved yourself.
I did listen to one thing that they said. I did my swatch. However,
Guess what it's called?
what?
Teal.
Pardon? Teal. Well, there you go. Right, so I have listened to doing the swatch, but I haven't listened to anything else.
What needles are you doing it on?
Well, I'm doing it on the correct size needles, but what am I doing?
You're doing it top down? Yeah, well, I'm doing mine top down.
So I've started, so I've cast on and I've done my short row shaping.
I mean, that's unlike you.
I know, well, I thought it fit nice, that jumper, didn't it? I mean, I know, don't fall off your chair.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it the way the pattern says. I'm doing it because it should be knitted bottom up. But I like doing them top down because then you can get the fit better. So, sorry, Kath. Sorry, Helen, who designed the pattern. I'm going top down.
Yeah.
And working it that way.
Nice.
I've done it before. I've adapted a pattern like that before. So I'm, you know, what's the worst can go wrong? Not a lot. So this is the pattern, although I'm not doing it, I'm doing the low neck version. So it doesn't have this bit on it.
If you buy the pack, they're the colours that come, which are beautiful. You just wanted something brighter, didn't you?
So that's the Nona sweater in 4-ply. Yeah, so I've decided to change the colours just because I'm annoying like that. It's knitting really nice. I mean, it is tiny, so you cast on 2.5 mil needles, and now I'm knitting on 3s.
No one told me that before I bought mine.
So to be fair, because I had been knitting, I mean, you can't really see, but the stitch definition's really nice.
I mean, it's a beautiful colour.
So it is a bit of a shock because I have been knitting on my Aran cardigan.
Yes. On 5s?
On 5. No, on 7s.
Oh, yeah.
7s.
Yeah.
I've then been knitting on 5s on my make-along.
Yes.
Double knit. And then I'm on to that. So it has been a bit of a shock to the system. So, but no.
While we're talking about Kath and Wensleydale Longwool Sheep Shop, because it had not arrived last week, or had it arrived with you and not with me, but I'd not got it. So
no, it arrived on the Monday, didn't it?
That's right. So I've now got mine. So I've gone for the After the Rain.
And that was done by Helen as well, wasn't it?
Done by Helen as well.
That's Connington Knits on Instagram if you want to find her. So
again, I tried it on at the at retreat, and it was just fantastic. So I'll try not to rustle it too much. So I've gone with
is it Storm? I think it's Storm, isn't it?
I think it is. Yes, I think it is. It confused me there, even though I've seen it, because that's clearly done in different colours. But this, I've done it in the colour that Helen did for herself.
I'll have a look at that photo, and I'll bring that photo up.
So it's like a really dark slate grey navy with that as the hearts. So
just look at this photograph. I mean, so that's the jumpers we're knitting. Trying to get that reflection.
Yes. I mean, we could have just stolen them and then we'd have saved ourselves to knit it, but I think Helen would have noticed.
Yeah, I think Kath would as well. I reckon she's quick off the mark when she has to be. I reckon she would have had us if we tried to run off with them.
That one was definitely Helen's. Mine was Helen's.
Oh, it's actually Helen's jumper.
Helen's jumper.
Oh, yeah. I think that would have been, we wouldn't have got far, I don't think. Maybe the door.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to it, but I didn't realise it was on, like, miniature needles. But I'm looking forward to it. Not yet, because I've got too much on. And when you buy the pack... Sorry. Hang on. I'll do it quickly. It really irritates me when everyone rustles and I'm doing it. But you get
yes,
your little labels to sew in as well, so it will look professional.
So are you going top down as well?
I'm going top down just because I've got long arms, or not long arms, but
You have got long arms.
Long arms, and I'm longer in the body. And I always find that when I've done them bottom up, and you can measure, and I know you can work it out, it just doesn't work out right for me. Whereas if I do them top down, I can just keep trying them on.
Yeah, that's what I like. The fact you can try it on and then you can fit it over your bust where you want it. You can take it in if you want it. You can let it out a bit. You can.
Yeah.
I find it easier than when I tried on that way, I can't seem to gauge my fit as well. Do you know what I mean? When you try it on like that and you try to hold it up and work it out.
Yeah. I will do the same. I'll just convert it and go top.
Let's be honest. We like doing the pretty bit first, don't we?
Well,
I do anyway.
Yeah,
I like doing the pretty bit.
Some people say, "Oh, it's nice to work up to that." I do quite like it because the pretty bit's the bit you have to think about. It's where you do all your increases and it's where you do your barrel. So it's the start of the project. Then you just go round and round, which is so boring, but you don't have to think about it. So, you know what I'm like? I like a shawl, if I can, to go from big to small, so it gets quicker as I do more and not get bored. So, yeah, I like it because when I'm excited about a project at the beginning, let's get the nice bits done, and then I can just keep picking it up and putting it down. Why am I saying this out loud? I'll say it, but I'm not sure I mean it. My aim is to have it finished for the November retreat.
Mine is as well. I mean, whether it'll happen or not, it'll be another thing. I mean, I might have a tank top.
It's only 4 months away and it's on 3mm needles, so it's probably unrealistic. But
what we could do is we could have this bit ready and we could wear like a jacket, like a buttoned up jacket. So all you can see is this bit here. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, if I the yoke and the arms knit, it could just be like a new fashion. No, I didn't want a body to it. I just wanted the colour work and the sleeves.
And I'm thinking the other way. I could make it as the tank top version, you know.
Yeah.
Just leave it like that. What do you mean I've got cables in my armholes? No, it's supposed to look like that.
It's fashion. I think you'll find fashion. So let's see how we go. But, I mean, I'm nowhere near casting mine on yet.
I cast that on at about 10 o'clock this morning. So, and I have been out. I've been to the butchers, I've been shop, I've been getting me food. So it's been quite nice actually, because it is such a nice colour. Anyway, can we just say, we'll mention the retreat, but those people who haven't been or don't want to know about it, you must be getting fed up with us talking about it. I mean, you've done it again. November's completely sold out. March, we've got 2 rooms left. 2. One of them is a twin room, and one of them is a single occupancy room. So if the single occupancy disappears, then we'll probably, we just need to look at the configuration of which floors and whatever, but then we'll probably convert the twin, unless nobody wants that, into a 2 singles.
Yeah.
Single occupancy rooms we can put on the website instead. So
we've got really limited twin rooms.
Yeah.
And all but one's now booked. So we don't know what we'll do, because it's easy to convert that twin into a single than the other way around. But at the minute, there's a single on the first floor and a twin. So yeah, we've been a bit blown over. So we're off to the venue, aren't we, next week, just to look at getting some more dates in and see where else we can go from here. So we have been blown away by it. So thank you very much. Yes.
So that's lots of planning we've been doing. So what else have you got to show then? You got a cast on?
No. But I think
you have been the superhero this week, so you're allowed that. We'll allow you that off.
Been too hot. I've ripped out more than I've knit this week, I think. Other than this morning, last night and this morning, I've managed to sit down and put some more on. So I do now have heels.
Oh.
My Dubai socks.
Nice.
So
they look lovely.
I am really, really enjoying this. From having
You're
said,
not there.
Sorry, no,
Not?
I'm fine now. Having said, you really have to think about, and you do, because it's a 32 row repeat. I am getting it memorized, like in as much as it's repeated twice over each sock, so you do it 4 times a row.
Right.
I only need to look at it now once, and then I can do the other 3 without looking. So it's got quick.
Good. It's a really nice pattern. That Pursuit yarn looks lovely. I'm quite impressed with this yarn, and I've decided intentionally not to do the pattern around the back because they feel massive. I know it's lacy, but they just feel enormous. So I thought, if I put lace around the back, they're going to be even bigger. So I like you thinking.
It was intentional this time not to do it. And I did think, I've seen, Joanne, did you do yours as shorties? I've seen some shorty ones. So I might do them as shorties, but I've got so much left. I'm going to do, so that is 2.5 from the toe to there, 2.5 repeats. That's it. So I'm going to do 4 repeats, I think, and then do the cuffs, and we'll see. But yeah, other than last night, I sat last night and got the heels turned, and then I've done a little bit more this morning. But that's all I've.
Very good. No, they look like those.
But I've got until next Sunday, I think, before the next month is released. So if it stays this cool.
Is that Dubai or is that Hong Kong?
Did I say Dubai? It's Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought, you're not that far behind. It's Hong Kong. It's a Hong Kong sock, isn't it?
Definitely Hong Kong.
You were throwing me there when you said, I knew the next one was released. I thought, she's not too behind.
No, it's Hong Kong.
I mean, come on.
But yeah, I mean, that is 50. Mine was a 50 gram sock set.
Yeah.
I'm going to have loads left.
You have got loads left.
And it was definitely only a 50.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I mean, I know it's squishy because I'm knitting from both sides, but
That's really good, isn't it? Yeah, perfect.
Really liking this one. And I mean, we spoke about it last week, but Caroline's done her sock set as Ellie sock set shawl.
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
Stunning. Yeah, it really does.
It didn't take up all the yarn either, did it?
No. It looks like a really nice size for, I mean, it's less than 120 grams because she's got quite a bit left. So I know we spoke about it, but Caroline's finished it now. So if you wanted something to do with a 120 gram mini, that is a good one to go for.
And now you've mentioned Caroline. Caroline, can I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes, sorry,
Caroline.
Joanne's for shorties, yes.
Poor Caroline was knitting September Sky, and the numbers were wrong. And poor Caroline pulled it out, and then she messaged me and said, I can't work this out. What am I doing wrong? Caroline, you were doing absolutely nothing wrong. I sent you the untech edited pattern because I am an utter moron sometimes. I don't know. Honestly.
Caroline's not had a good week with the knitting.
No, she hasn't. So I am so sorry. That was my fault. I went back and I thought, I'm sure I sent the right one. No, I didn't. So I'm really sorry. I sent you the right one, and it's all fine. So, I'm human. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
As soon as I got the message and saw it, I thought.
So now you'll be pleased to know I have deleted all of the old ones, because what I was doing was I was keeping them in case we needed alterations or we knew where we'd altered, you see. So now on my computer, I've deleted them all.
Well, I will have them all because I'll have them pre-tech edited.
Yeah. These aren't the ones on the G drive because I save them on my computer because it's easier when I'm sending. But I did have a few, and it was one that said tech edited at the end of it, but it was an earlier date. It was the one where you put that figure and I said, no, that it wasn't 93, it was 94. Changed it again and it, yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. You'll be pleased to know I have gone through them all. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'll go and stand in the corner and count to do my alphabet back to front. Anyway, so next thing, what do you want to see? Do you want an alert for the MKAL or do you want to see me socks?
Let's see your socks.
I mean, I haven't done much of them, but so these are my Pheobe socks still. I've now turned the heel.
I mean, just putting that plain, it just ties them all together, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? So,
yeah.
And it's a really nice pattern. It's really nice to pick up. I haven't done much because I was trying to catch up because I cast on a new one, which I'll show you for the make along. So I haven't done a huge amount, but that's what I was sat in the garden doing last night because I didn't have to think about it. I could just sit and go round and round. I like the colours. My favourite so far is definitely the Monica socks.
Yeah.
I like these, but not as much as my Monica socks.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the orange. I think it's the orange that's just a bit.
See, none of that looks orange. Yeah, that looks like that's still looking scarlet.
No, it's like it's like a tequila sunrise. You know what I mean? It's pink and orange and red.
Yeah.
And it is in the next colour down. Do you know what I mean? I like those colours, but then I do like those colours, don't I? And I like the brown. It's just the orange for me that's jarring a little bit.
Right.
They'll be fine as my socks, which is why I put it at the top, because my trousers will hide that bit, and then my trousers will hide that bit. So the bit you'll see is that bit and that bit on my toe.
Perfect.
Perfecto. So after those, I've then got me Ross socks to do. So I need to get cracking. Not that I've got that many things cast on, have I? I mean, for heaven's sake.
So you've got Ross was like July's, and then Rachel will come in August.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I'll have Chandler.
Yes. So by November,
when I sit and do them, I can get them done really quick. It's just I just haven't had time. I mean, it's, you know, Shedgate I'm blaming. That was only like an hour of my life, but I'm blaming that. What have you got on then?
I've got the Mystery Cal.
Right, are we doing a warning?
Yes, we'll do
we are now on section 3. If you don't want to see the Mystery Cal, please turn away. Please turn away.
Blue 3 that was sent out on Monday. And oh no, I think Jane flew along, didn't she? I think Jane was the only one of us
who got a big chunk of it done.
Most of us, I think, have knit some of it on more than one occasion. No, because the pattern was wrong, because
it was too hot. It was too hot.
So I got to the end of my second repeat, which is like 16 rows, I'm cracking on quite, but all the way I kept thinking, just doesn't look right. That's because I'd done rows 1 to 12, missed out 13, 14, 15, and 16, and then started again.
And so can I just say, were they all on the same page, Dominique?
Yeah. It's because, and I was saying, it is because, like I've literally had chance to sit and do 2 rows here and 2 rows there. So they're all marked off. There is no excuse. But I didn't just read from 12 to 1. I obviously finished 12, went away, and when I came back, I thought, well, let's start at row 1 again.
Can I just say, at least this way, does this pattern have a 1 to 2? Yes, it does, doesn't it? Where the other patterns had 1 to 2, and then you stopped, and then you repeated your patterns from 3 to whatever, didn't you? Because that was a problem on some of them. People weren't reading and go.
I was just trying to squeeze it in, trying to squeeze the knitting in, when I really wasn't in the right frame of mind and not doing it. So I ripped it out, Kay ripped some out, Caroline rips. We were all, but
Teddy's thrown out of prams. That's what was happening, isn't it?
I have now got to the point I was at on Sunday evening, and I did that about an hour ago.
So that was before the pattern was released. You got back to where you were before it was released.
Yes, it was released on the Monday. I knew I wouldn't have time, so I thought I'll crack on Sunday afternoon. So if you don't want to see, look away. But this is
what it should look like.
Number 3.
Very nice.
So you've got your cables into your lace, into your mosaic. So it is going to be a kind of race to get this done in the next
at the same level.
But I am enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying it on Tuesday. I was too hot. I was too beside myself. But I really do enjoy knitting mosaic.
Well, I've cast mine on in double knit. Was it last week I cast it on? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yes, you'd got it cast on last week.
I got it cast on last week. So I've caught up. That's where I wanted to be. So that's the lace finished. So this is in double knit, and that's my mosaic, my Space Invaders at the bottom.
So that's inspired by Rachel's Aran weight.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see how much wider it is. Look,
I was just going to say that.
It nearly goes all the way around my head.
Well, mine does if I stretch it.
Yeah, but this isn't stretched.
No.
In fact, there I go.
I mean, you can see how much wider you're, but
yeah,
you know, it's.
So I have cracked on. That's what I was busy doing. I've done quite a lot of knitting this week. I finished off the cables, and then I did all that. So I've been literally.
Yeah, that is what you've been knitting.
Yeah.
I just Lisa, 4 rows after Wednesday's knitting natter. I mean, I don't think either should have knit this week.
No, I think you're right. But that, because you were asking how much do you think I'd used last week? I've used 100 grams of the purple already.
Right.
And I've got that much left of the undyed Donegal. So it is going to be a 4-baller, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm loving how it's feeling. Obviously it's not as chunky as Rachel's was, but I'm really liking it. I'm happy with this one than I was doing the other one.
Well, I think also it's the colours as well.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
And we all know that, don't we? When you're knitting on something and they're not your colours or the colours you're not enjoying, it takes the enjoyment away. So,
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we maybe should have just said to everyone, don't knit, this is your warning. Although Jane had done loads, Jane had cracked on, but most of us were just melting. So I'm really pleased. You see, the temperature drops 15 degrees or whatever it's dropped, and I get my knitting mojo back. But so that's it. You can look now if you weren't wanting to look for your Cal. I've got 7 more repeats to do. So I'm thinking, well, I've got till a week on Monday. If I try and do 1 a day, 16 rows is achievable. Not necessarily when I'm at work, but 16 rows is achievable. That's my aim.
Yeah.
But because I've got so much on and I've not been doing any knitting, I really don't feel like I'm getting anywhere.
Maybe with the weather turning, you might feel a bit better.
I will, definitely.
So that's, yeah. So I obviously have got that to work on. So I should get a bit of everything done this week. I hopefully should get a bit of everything finished. And of course we start our real knit and natters, don't we? Our real knit and natters in person start this week on Monday and Thursday. So Monday at Welton Golf Club, where we have got lots of space there. We've got quite a lot of room.
And I'm just checking the weather and outdoor space, although it does give it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think we'll be outdoors on Monday. It's looking rain. So if anybody wants to join us on the Monday, we do have quite a lot of space there. There's lots of space for us to spread out. We charge £3 at Welton, and you can buy drinks from the bar area that do hot and cold tea, coffee, and if you want a beer at 10 o'clock in the morning, fill your boots.
Pint of candy sometimes.
But it's nice when the weather's nice, because we do get to sit outside and on the
and irritate all the on the 19th, 18th green.
Yeah, exactly. So it'd be nice to get back there. So yeah, there'll be plenty of space there, and we'll just see how it goes as to how long we're there, whatever's happening. Who knows what's happening?
I'm not there this week. Marie's there on Monday because I'm at work, but I'm there at Pheobe on Thursday.
And Pheobe on Thursday. It's a smaller location, so we'll just have to see how that goes as to whether we need to change the way we run that, in as much as do we have to have numbers, or we'll see how everybody feels. We're not going to know, are we, till we turn up.
And I'm already not looking forward to Pheobe for no other reason than it gives it to be hot again, and you're upstairs in a tiny room.
I know, and this is another issue with the. I know there's no rules at the minute, is there? But that is a consideration as well. So I think Pheobe's going to be the only one where we may just have to review things and see how we get on as to whether we have to self-limit numbers ourselves.
Yes.
Because I've come this far, I don't want to catch COVID. That's all I'm saying. I know I'm double vaccinated, but you can still get it, and I don't really want it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it is. We'll see. But it will be nice to get back.
Yes,
doing
it will be lovely, and hopefully, on Monday I'll bring the wool in the car, and if anybody wants any, I'll bring it out. And the same at Pheobe. If anybody wants it, I'll leave it in the car and then get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get back to normal. And as we've said, those people who normally join us on a Monday and Thursday knit and natter, you should have all had your emails now, because I'm going to run a Tuesday knit and natter for those, so we can all still keep together. So if you haven't received your email, just drop me a line, and some did ping back, and then I resent them. So yeah, check your junk mail if you haven't got one first, but if you haven't got it, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, it does sometimes.
Anything else?
Well, I've just got a problem that you can. Or not a problem, a dilemma. So I have managed to do, I wasn't prioritising properly, because I really started to enjoy this.
Ooh.
So I've got more of this done.
Oh, I love that.
I am really,
it's really nice. I love the colour contrast on it.
So do I. And the rose, I'm nearly at 200 stitches and I'm still enjoying it. But this is where my dilemma is. So this is the shawl.
Yes.
So I've got to join in the fourth colour, which is ultimately going to be this, but you have a row bit.
Yeah.
Increase.
Yeah.
So I've got these. What is the fourth colour?
Whoa.
Do I go with?
So this is going to be the lacy bit at the end.
Yes.
And the pop of colour. Right, okay.
So that's kind of got neons in it. That's...
Yeah.
So do I go with my trusty olive?
Like that?
Or this is one I'd picked out, but now I've got there. I don't like it, I don't think.
No, it's not bright enough.
Or do I go emerald?
Yes, emerald. Have you got some? No,
but I've got a shed.
Yes, but to show us.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, but I've got a shed. I mean, that's useful, isn't it?
I've got. It's
I like the teal, but I think you've knit quite a lot of things in pink and teal in shawls.
I mean,
yes. For me, yes. I think that. What's your feeling? It's your shawl.
I know. Well, see, I've got two olives. And
I like the olive, but I think that green would make it really pop.
When I did them all together, so let's face it, I started the shawl. I was going to knit with this because I liked it. And so far, I've not used it. So then I've used up odds and sods. But as I've got to this bit, I've thought, Now I need some help. Everyone's saying olive, so.
No, but I just think because that pink is so bright, it's like on the same tone. I think the bright green olive personally, only because it's on the same brightness palette. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Where I like the olive, but to me the olive doesn't go with the pink.
So it's just going to be 2 rows here, but then it's all the lace. So it's going to be a big band of it.
Well, I mean, it's your shawl.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I've not knit on it for a week, because I've been really so.
I feel that olive is too. It's got too much yellow in it for the pink. Because
this isn't a real olive, is it? This is one that, and it's got speckles and all sorts in it. But
can you hold up the skein of wool close, and we'll just see.
Yeah, well, you see, that's got neon, or it's got emerald, which is why I'd.
Yeah, I think it needs to be emerald, because there it's got acid yellow. But I think put your emerald sock next to it again. That's
what made me think the emerald, because there's emerald in.
Yeah, it's the emerald, I'm afraid. I think, but you know.
I'm with you. I mean, everyone's saying olive, but I'm with you. Because. That emerald. I mean, there's teal in there. There's petrol, but I don't want to go petrol because I always go petrol.
I just think if you put the, because what will it go? Show me the pattern again. What will it go next to? What's the other colour it goes next to? If it has to go near the pink, it's going to look right.
Oh, hang on.
Has it got to go next to the pink?
No. So it's going to go there, which is between the blues. This is the pink.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 rows there, the blues. And 2 rows there, which is the multi.
Yeah.
And blue again. So the pink.
Which do you like? Which do you like best?
This is the pink here. So it's broken up by one colour, but I'm dithering.
Well, why don't you?
I might go. I've now asked for your help. And I might just dye up an emerald, or maybe I do a row with the reason I'm asking is because I'm at like 200 stitches. No, 242 stitches.
Why don't you?
I just need to knit it.
No, why don't you? To me, the emerald's not dark enough. Swatch? No, I'm not going to tell you to swatch.
No, I mean like swatch, just knit.
No. Well, you could do.
Lisa's just said do a mini swatch.
What I would do is I would just like put a few strands of the wool together and put it lie it down on it to see what it looks like, because that's what it's going to look like, isn't it? It's going to look like. I just think it's a bit acidy yellow. The olive. Can you wear the sock like Deputy Dog, like his ears?
It's because I'm trying to use this up because it's.
But why don't you put a bit of emerald on it and reuse it? But then you'd have to rewind it.
Do a swatch. Right, I'll do a swatch. Like a 15-row swatch.
Not like 4-stitch swatch.
It'll be a diddy swatch.
Yeah.
I'll swatch. I will do a swatch, people. That's what I need. I've really enjoyed knitting this so far, and I just got to that colour change, and it's only 2 rows at the minute. And I just thought, I'm really not convinced. So yeah, I will do a swatch.
I'm for the emerald. Or do what Stephen West does. He wraps it round card.
Yes.
He just ties it round, doesn't he?
That's what I'll do.
I mean, you use you don't need one strand, you need a few strands of it.
Yes. Thank you, people. Lisa did that for a slip extravaganza. I'm enjoying this so much, and I think it's going to be so worth it when I get there. But I just didn't want to do, because the increase row is really fiddly as well.
Yeah, you don't want to be messing about.
Doing, purl in 2, knit 2, purl 2 into 1 stitch.
Jump on your head and turn around and say a spell. Yeah.
just to go out to stitch there and back, and I'll be happy to rip it out. Swatch it, people. Swatch it. Thank you. I mean, it's not going to be anywhere near the size of the slipstrap. I mean, I've not even dared look. Oh, God.
How many?
I was going to say I've not even dared look.
920.
Well, I'm 575.
Oh, that's nothing. Lisa, tell her it's nothing. I mean, that's just half a slipstravaganza. Get a grip, woman. Get a grip.
Enjoy. So, thank you, people. I shall swatch. Well, practice swatch. A cheap swatch.
Cheap.
Dear, oh dear.
Are you looking forward to watching the Olympics then?
Yeah. Yes. It's really strange because it's like normally there's a massive build-up and it's suddenly just here.
I know. The opening ceremony, I started watching it and lost the will to live. So I gave up.
Well, I did, but I kept flicking and it was like Antigua. And then I went away in 20 minutes, I came back and it was still like Andorra.
Oh, no, I was on about the dancing and faffing about at the beginning. I lost the will to live after about 5 minutes in.
I didn't see any of that. I was just watching them bring the countries out. An hour later and they're still on sea for Cyprus and I'm thinking, oh no.
Fireworks were good. Fireworks were good.
So yes, I am. But it just doesn't seem to have been a massive build-up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how it's going to be.
Who knows?
I know, Lisa, I know I'm a lightweight, but...
I mean, she can handle a drink, but give her more than 500 stitches.
Yeah.
We found the weak spot. Moths and lots of stitches.
I knew it was going to get big when I was at 200 and something, and I'm only... I've made the mistake then of looking, I've not gone further forward. What's it called?
God, the colour of my hair. Flipping heck.
Oh, that's right.
Do not let me. Oh, I am so tempted to just buzz cut it off. It's driving me potty. Look at the colour of it. It needs to be that colour again. It's just greyness, but I mean, my roots are nearly there. I've only got that much left of it. I am so tempted to just have it hacked off. I mean, I've had it shorter than that.
Oh, but it'll go though. It will go. You have it cut every foot. It'll be gone soon.
Now what have I done? What have I done? For goodness sake, I just need a hat on. I have no more knitting. I have nothing else to show you. I have things that are ordered in the post. That's what I need to say. One of our ladies contacted to say they hadn't got the wool. Post at the minute is gone back to being completely all over the place, depending on where you live, because of people being pinged. Some of it's just been held up at the sorting offices for quite a long time. So bear with us if you haven't got your wool. Normally we send you the email to say it's been sent. So there's nothing we can do at the minute. So if you are waiting, I think that's the only person that's waiting for wool from checking it. Everybody else has got it. But at the minute, we're in the mercy of Royal Mail and Pingate at the minute. So
it just depends which sorting office it's gone to, or how many places it's gone through.
Yeah. To
get to you.
I've ordered a couple of things and I'm waiting for them, and it's the same thing. It's just either held up at the sorting office or it's waiting to be delivered by people. So we're really sorry again.
It's not just mail as well. Amazon delayed
everything.
It's posted to me. It was delayed. So
food shopping orders are being cancelled, and so I think it's everywhere. So
yeah, it is.
But for Freedom Day,
I know. But yeah, we've got. If we need to, we can chase Royal. But
yeah, we can chase it, and if we think it's lost, we can dye some more, and we'll sort it that way. But the other thing, I'll probably get slapped for it. You need to tune in next week. That's all I'm going to say. You need to tune in next week because we're talking Christmas.
I mean,
you'll be allowed to talk about it next week.
You've brought it forward a week as it is, so
I brought it forward 2 days. You told me at the beginning of August. August is Sunday, so I brought it forward 2 days. You know I can't contain my excitement. You know I'm rubbish. So tune in next week because we'll be talking Christmas. That's all.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we've got anything? We've got nothing else.
I don't think. I was just looking. I've not had any.
Obviously, we're not doing Yarndale. We've mentioned that before. We're not doing the actual physical Yarndale, but we'll have a couple of things to release for Yarndale weekend that we've kept back.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything else. This sock set, mousetrap. We've got 2 or 3 left.
Yeah, there's not many of those, and they'll be
they're not going to go out for another 3 or 4 weeks, but we'll close it down next week probably because then I get them all dyed
and all the bits and pieces sorted out with it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, good. I'm pleased to advertising artificial Christmas trees. I mean, it's nearly Christmas. I mean, what more do you want? It's nearly Christmas. Me and Dominique will start ramping it up from now.
I mean, it's been Christmas in July this whole month.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you'll have your Christmas lights up. I've still got, my all year round Christmas lights stay up. You've got a bit of sparkle in your life, haven't you?
I've watched bits of a Christmas film most days. There's nothing else on telly.
I mean, how excited am I going to be? Because I've got another room now with this extension. So that's another Christmas tree I can get in the house. I mean, that was a big consideration. This corner, this is where my tree's going, in this corner. It was all planned, It was all planned when we had to have it done. Plugs, make sure there's a plug in that corner. That's where the Christmas tree's going. I've got it all planned. It's all here. Another Christmas tree. I'm still looking for my large candy canes to go outside the front of the porch. I want me Hallmark large light up candy canes. So I'm on the look of them. I'm not paying a silly price for them, but I want some 7-foot light up candy canes. So if anybody knows where I may be able to source them at a non-ridiculous price,
they'll be somewhere. They'll just pop up.
Either that or I'm sure they can be made. Can't be that difficult.
Well, no, I mean, Mr. H should be able to make them, but they'd be out of wood and they wouldn't be the same. They need to be red and white plastic.
I'm thinking some sort of piping, some sort of tubing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
bent, and then I can.
You don't even need it bent. I saw it on a Christmas film yesterday. It's just piping, and then piping that you would use for a toilet because that's white.
Yes.
And then you 90-degree T bend that goes down your pipe. Push fit. Push another one underneath.
Some lighting source. Off we go.
Red ribbon.
Well, not ribbon. I'm thinking red duct tape.
Yes.
Because then it's stuck. I mean, it's all coming together already. But I think I need more than the width of a toilet thing. I think I need industrial sewage piping. There's nothing.
That's what you need. You just need.
That doesn't look like a stopcock. I mean,
but push fit them together. I was watching it on the film yesterday and thought that's all you need.
It can be done. I'm thinking David's got a pipe bender.
I don't think you need to bend the pipe. I think you just get a 90-degree one.
I mean,
if you bend the pipe, it's gonna squish.
Mm.
You need the same circumference all the way around.
Anybody knows where I can purchase any, real ones, just let me know. I did see some ones, but they were from America. Well, that's just not going to happen, is it?
No.
But
no, I think they can be easily made.
7 foot. I mean, they'll be subtle, won't they?
How exactly? Pipe and a U-bend job's a good one. Exactly.
But I'm thinking like this, circumference of like 30 centimetres.
Yeah, but you can get pipes of all sorts of.
Yeah, you can. For large waist. Yeah. You can just see me going into screw fix. Right. Have you got? What's your biggest size white pipe, please?
Yeah.
That a light can be shone through. Or maybe I just wrap lights round it.
You could just wrap lights round it. Easy. there's ways around this. There's ways of making this. Oh dear.
Now we've exhausted the DIY store.
It's the first day and I've suddenly got warm again.
Got warm again. I have in a moment. Well,
I think the temperature's just going up.
right.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Anybody got any questions? I can't think of anything else today.
Thank you for your problem solution. I shall post the swatch pictures, fake swatch pictures when they're done. And we'll see where we go. So that's what I've got. That shawl that is enormous. It's going to take forever. I've got my jumper that I'm not showing you because I'm hardly doing anything on. July socks, the make along, and July socks and the make along are the two that are time sensitive. So they're the ones that really I need to concentrate on. But
yes,
you know,
got nothing better to do, have you?
I just need to go somewhere, get pinged, and need to stay in for 10 days.
Can be arranged.
Trouble is, I've got a laptop that'll make me work from home. What I need is 10 days I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. What you need is a small breakage. And not your hands.
Yeah, but then I can work on my laptop. Yeah.
What
I just, you know, it needs to cool down and then I can knit at night.
Yeah, that's exactly what it needs.
That's what I need. But, right, well, thank you for joining us, everybody.
Thank you so much.
I hope it's cooled down.
Oh, Anne, thank you. I'll have to show you this.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not convinced how big it is, but a giant candy cane. I think we're getting there, Anne, but it's nowhere near the size I want.
Oh, no.
I mean, watch a Hallmark movie. You see them all the way down the street. They are like lampposts. That's what I'm thinking. But I like that. I could maybe incorporate that into something.
I can't remember what movie I was watching yesterday.
I'm even thinking, this is how sad I'm getting, the porch at the front. I'm thinking of somehow turning it to make it look like a gingerbread roof with the piping and the sweeties.
That would be easy to do.
That would be easy to do.
Just a piece of wood that's the same size as the roof.
Well, no, I don't have to because it's got nice roofing tiles on. I'm thinking of doing something that, like, put the white on, like the piping.
Yeah, but if you did it on, you did it just a piece. You could do it with white PVA glue, and then it just goes on at Christmas and then comes off again. Otherwise, you've got to get something around all of your tiles.
It's never ending, isn't it? It's July and I'm already considering how I'm going to decorate the outside of the house.
Right, on that note,
I think it's time we left.
See you all next